was talking about driving. You know, I seen the Jake.
We on it. We on. Yeah, we live. Suck it.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakal Kadash.
Double honors for the apostles and elders of great millstone. Shalom to the occupy their preaching the word of sincerity and the truth. Yeah, this is another Saturday. You know, to go into the prophecies. We're going to some, we're going to some prophecies and current events. You know, in the spirit. You know, one thing that's been circulating in the news, which y'all been seeing, is they're looking to prosecute. That's the correct term. Federally indict, whatever you want to call it. The president of Russia.
International indictment.
An international indictment against the president of Russia, who goes by the name of Vladimir. You know, so we already know that that president is not going to go down without a fight. You know? But that's just more talk. That's just more rules, international rules, international beef, international attention that can't make it re-established. You know, the Lord is setting these different nations up to have that tension. You know, like these different nations, we all know that they have certain summits that have these different G20 summits, and they'll have these different roundtable talks, so to speak, roundtable meetings, where they'll discuss policy, they'll just have certain peace treaties, they'll have, like you have nuclear proliferations, you know, different policies that they'll set around the board that'll pretty much put everybody at ease and to deal accordingly within that environment, you know. But the Most High is stirring up these different kings to go to war with each other, man. You know, he's putting in the spirit of Russia to make those different moves that they're making. You know, and he's putting the spirit on America to respond accordingly, man. You know, which we all know the end all be all, because we know the process of Yahweh is going to end in a nuclear exchange with these multiple nations, but the two, or we could say three main superpowers, Russia, China, and the United States, is going to be the main ones that's going to go at it. You know, now of course it's another thing, of course, in the news, China and Taiwan conflict, America doing a lot of things to halt the production in China, which China is being pissed off with. So they're talking about war. You know, so things are gonna
South China Sea.
South China Sea. You know, and seeing somebody was like, really, America can't afford this war with China. They're already putting so much money into Ukraine and things like that, which we already know. But these things are extremely important, because as things progress, you know, we're going to see the fall of the dollar, which we've seen that major bank collapse. There was that
the SBV.
SBV.
Silicon Valley Bank.
Silicon Valley Bank. And they're speaking also of crypto even being heavily affected.
Those are for like the rich.
Yeah.
When you like the major banks, this is something that brother Ariella was saying, that the banks, when they fall, or the banks that's falling now are for the rich. Like none of us 9-to-5ers have a bank account with Silicon Valley Bank. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's another level of bank, different types of funds, different types of benefits and equity. So basically, and what he was saying was basically starting top to the bottom. Like there's no real benefit unless what, a weekly paycheck? Monthly paycheck? That's not what it's called. People with money are the ones that are going to be affected majorly by this current collapse of the banks. mentioned. So we started at the top. I tell you something. That is what moves the church because they able to move things around, right?
And then they're losing their movements.
Right, because they're losing a certain amount of money in the account. Right. They can't lose a certain amount of money.
Yeah, see, Esau through the upper echelons elites, they're all about constricting the world, you know? And if they gotta blow out the middle class, the upper middle class, you know, because to them, you know, they had this article, and I had put one group, what they call the black, I forget the exact name of this, it's like a, no, it's an actual organization that they call, that's on like, no, it's not a website, but they went into the worth of this actual organization. It's kind of like, I forget the exact name, but they said that they worth like 15 trillion, they all over like NASDAQ, it's all kind of different companies.
You talking about BlackRock or Vanguard?
BlackRock. I think it's BlackRock and Vanguard, both of those.
BlackRock and Vanguard very.
Yeah, they
get a lot of customers.
They owned BlackGuard and Vanguard. They manage about $15 trillion in world wealth.
Right. So you have these different regular done companies, so to speak, corporations, Edomites, megacorps, that basically move and shake the world. $15 trillion worth of you know, I wouldn't say even revenue, but products.
Assets.
They actually have assets. Assets that they have control of, you know, they have a high level of manipulation, you know, and we know the top of the top, you know, is the Illuminati, you know, and they've had plans going back decades, if not like 60. And there's books, plenty of books, coming up with the apostles and others on down. But, you know, it's all kind of other individuals that went into these different books with the Illuminati, different books and stuff like that. But they have these different books and publications that you can read and purchase. Some of them are damn near inaccessible now.
Yeah, now. 10 years ago.
10 years ago, you could probably get them. But a lot of these books, it speaks about world domination. And it speaks about collapsing the banks. It speaks about rotting out the middle class and instituting a whole new system, which we're seeing these same things. And you can watch it on television. You can see these things on the Simpsons. So we're not as crazy as we look or as people think we are, you know.
Hey, if I can say, the Fed Now app is set to launch in its entirety in July. The Fed Now app, that's the app that they're going to be using for CBDCs.
Okay, so they launched that pilot late last year.
Yep.
Right? They launched the late pilot of CBDCs. Now I didn't know they were doing. I'm gonna look into that. I didn't know about the Fed Now, but a lot of these companies since 2020, like one country I can name is Japan. They launched a good year-long test from around 2020, maybe 2021, 2022. I think 2021. Last year, the one country is Japan where they want the CBDCs. So they looked some foreign countries did it. That's what late last year. US Fed did it.
December 13th is when they first implemented.
Right? Yeah. Last year they did it. So now they got what's called Fed Now. Where they was flat. You know, it's to the garage.
Yep.
And all be all roads lead to the heaven with the sea. Rice device. And digital all.
This is James 5:1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Right. And they even had videos going into the Federal Reserve. You know, it started with 1913, and they spoke about how, you know, that really exists but doesn't exist at the same damn time. You know, that's backed by nothing. And you see in a lot of these different countries, they're pulling away. So that's needing Esau to scramble and come up with alternative methods that manipulation over the masses of the people. You see? So when the dollar collapses, they need a new instrument of witchcraft. They need a new medium. You know, just like witches. You know, or somebody that's a warlock, anybody that's in the dark arts. You know, if you see through, or you can break one technique, or you know, if you be quite good on certain shows like Brother That's a Man and Man, you beat them in that. They're gonna, and even more boxing, any type of technical fight. If combat sports, if somebody see that, you know, they getting the upper hand on you, you know what I'm saying, on your jab, you're gonna recalibrate and try new techniques and new methodology to get the one up. So Esau, through his witchcraft, he's known to be mistress of witchcraft and witchcraft. He's gonna come up with the highest alternative method that he can, which is visually imprinted. And no matter what, a lot of these charlatans and these false prophets speak of, the prophecy already says it within the Bible that he's going to cause all small and great. Like we just said, going into the great, that's the so-called middle to high class, you know, because it's levels. You know, you got the millionaires, you have the 1%, but guess what? Even the individuals that's pretty much in the 1%, you know, amongst that 1%, there's levels to that.
Yeah.
You see? You got the 0.0000, you know what I'm saying? Those ones that got control over those ones within that 1%. It's individuals that's going to be up that percent that's going to pretty much be choked out and have to take the shit. Right? You know? They might have possessions of certain companies and certain assets, but they don't have the actual keys to actually move and regulate the stage. The elites, the Illuminati, they have the keys to regulate and manipulate the stage, and they're going to manipulate their own. You know, this devil is like a King Cobra. He's gonna snake out his own.
Oh man, I got a precept on that
he's
too.
He's gonna snake out his own for that power, man. Because he knows when power is at stake, sacrifices have to be made. You know, and there's gonna be a lot of Edomites. Apostles always going to that Bible about devils. That's gonna be in opposition to the chip, because the chip or the digital all, to some, is not gonna be pro their company, pro their corporation. It's not going to actually help for their personal agenda, but it's going to help for the elites. Just like you had the North and the South. It's all about these women. They are devils, but one devil's enterprise that he wants to set up, plan, might conflict with another devil. So now you have a conflict of interest. So this CM is going to be a conflict of interest, and that's why it's going to be so many wars that's going to break out, whether it's going to be city to city, country to country, corporation. You watch that on The Purge, man. You know, you see when those policies and things were passing, a lot of organizations was either pro this or anti, man. You know, so the Lord is drawing the line in the sand.
I got a quick one, because you spoke on something that you said he's oppressing his own. This is Ecclesiasticus 14:5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?"
Yeah, so you got niggas, man, that's looking for the good graces of Esau, the good graces of the New World Order, trying to conceptualize, well, you know, the future, we're gonna have better cars. You know, cars are gonna be autonomous. You know, the lifestyle is gonna be a lot more feasible. We don't have to work as aggressively as you're gonna be a virtual slave, man.
You know, if I may add, no scripture come to mind, which I know it's talking about, you know, during time of Greece, the scripture in Daniel, they say by peace is Esau is, well, that's Esau back then. You know, he acts like today.
Yeah.
They come with a peaceful solution that your niggas basically destroy your ass. Like you said, like the brother said, make you a goddamn slave, man.
Slave with other vices.
I was talking to my mom last night, and she was telling me about cars, and she was like, yo, they about to They about to do all the cars. She said, "Nick, she said, listen, they got to start giving away. They about to just electric. I'm thinking back in my mind, how the fuck you know this shit? But she pretty wise, you know, like she's hip to certain things. And she's like, yo, so I mean, if there's certain people in the world that are hip that can see it, imagine what the things that we're telling you that you should be able to grasp, because we can see and understand it.
Yeah.
Things is about to change, and this is what they want to do.
Well, you have now with these smart
Everything's smart.
vehicles. I don't know if it was Germany, I forget what country, but they're gonna have repossessions even. Pretty much the cars are gonna drive their damn selves back.
Oh no, that was Ford. Ford had created a patent to where the car would start itself and repossess itself.
Wake up in the morning, go to work, 5 o'clock in the morning, your car is goddamn on fucking 285, going back to goddamn fucking the
First part.
The dealership.
yeah, the dealership. Whatever dealership you got, Nissan, Toyota dealership, that's just gonna be
So that's the time that we're living in, man.
all in the parking spot, parallel
James 5:2, the riches are corrupted,
Yeah.
your garments are moth eaten.
Right, everything here is corrupt. You know, you fight tooth and nail to try to make American dollar, but it's all it's a talisman. It's like I said, it's witchcraft. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really generate true wealth, because what it said, Abraham was rich and in vain. Esau has really created a system that is impossible to even possess riches, true riches. They're having it where most of these people, they can't pay for their apartments that they're renting out, let alone actually getting a mortgage loan. You gotta get a loan for to even purchase a house.
If you make it a good 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 a month, you really can afford to live in this modern American society.
Well, you have an individual that's making $100,000 a year that's living paycheck to paycheck. You know, see, this devil has created a system that's oppressing
that's
the
just the
poor
middle
as well as the
class,
middle class and the so-called rich.
Because like within the hierarchy of like say for instance the poverty levels, like 30,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, in each one of those hierarchies there's a level of status. You see what I'm saying? And each of those levels of status is unaffordable to those people in that bracket. You see what I'm saying? And that's how they do it. That's why those people that are making $100,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck, because they're living above their means within that bracket.
Now they was living like a regular 30,000. They might make, and a lot of people are going to start to do that. They're going to start to kind of minimize the whole minimal lifestyle. You know, that's becoming a heavy trend because people just really can't afford to live. You know, you making 70, 80,000, 100,000 a year. You really shouldn't be living 30,000, maybe 40,000, and that's it.
But and in all truth and honesty, if you're making $100,000 a year, you really ain't making shit. First and foremost,
Right?
and second, you can't retain your riches here, because you have individuals, and it's that a lot of people that's actually rich in a high echelon, they get married and they get divorced. It's a high failure rate. You ought to know when you get divorced, you have to give your spouse support. You got to get alimony. You have to get all that. She cuts a major portion of your company to the point where now you're a slave. If you had this company for 10 years and you've been putting all your energy and your essence into this company and all these buildings and assets all around the board, and overnight your woman wants to leave you, and you take a 45 to 50%, if not more, hit within your company, because these, how they have it in these in the system, which is wicked. You know, Esau taxed what you actually built. You know, it's not even supposed to be like that. We know within the law, of course, even when a woman gets divorces a man, she can, matter of fact, before that, the law, supposed to leave out with nothing. But they have it where a woman leaves out with majority. You see? So now, if you were to put 10 years within a company, a 10-year company takes 5 years proceeding, because you just took 5 years, pretty much 50% of what you developed within that time span. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to recoup, and everything you don't purchase within that 5-year time span, whether it's a building, you know what I'm saying, to rent out of, you know what I'm saying, or you got vehicles, whatever type of corporation that you know what I'm saying, whatever type of business that you actually established, you invested so much in it, but you lost so much overnight to the point where you're damn near a perpetual slave. Mm-hmm. See, we got this.
This is because you mentioned about the what's the Solomon chapter 2 verse 1, where the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. The ungodly, we're talking about the Egyptian society, that basically their God is all war and blood, right? It says, but not aright. It says, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right.
Because they don't believe in the power of the Lord raising up his son Yahushua.
Yeah, they got they got that YOLO mentality.
Yeah.
You know, let's get it in while while we're in our youth. Or even these devils that be in their 50s and 60s, their whole life's determination is to oppress niggas, man.
Yep.
You see certain policies that just laid out just to target minorities, so-called minorities. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans they already have a system in place where it's damn near impossible to build your credit, build your income. Jacob be working 50, 60 hours, been working 50, 60 hours, 15, 20 years.
Nothing.
You look at that checking account, it's in the negatives. The math ain't even math right. $250, you know? And they don't probably did the math like, all right, by this time my process will be able to retire. And then by that time, they ain't even got enough to goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Purchase on to make general purchases. You know? To sustain. It's basically things like so. Yeah, like
So it says, verse 9, I jump down. So it says, now for the ungodly, let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the blessing that Esau, the wicked or the ungodly, got. They got the voluptuousness, the dew of the earth, basically, based off of the blessing of life. So it says,
money hoarder.
Yeah.
You know, they hoard these riches. Like the Most High created riches. He created riches in abundance.
Yeah.
He created so abundantly that us as a nation could be filthy rich. You know, not just have a little bit of money, but have enough money for a lifetime and to actually pass it down generational wealth. But we don't pass down generational wealth in this system. We pass down generational wealth. Right when you die, you can't even afford your damn funeral.
Yeah.
You know? So now your family gotta get together with a plot. We gotta get the plot of land. We gotta, you know, we gotta.
Better hope they do a GoFundMe.
They gotta have to do a GoFundMe. Everybody in the family gotta chip in. And they gotta get we gotta get the tombstone.
$100 of your $2,500 gold. You only got $50 in it.
So it's a fight.
It's always a fight. And then, yeah. And then, yeah, like if you die, you might have had, a few cars, you know, you might have a little something, maybe like $20,000 worth of shit. And the family damn near finna tear apart over that. That's passing down generational property. And the one that get it is the one that wasn't supposed to get it anyway. You know, it's always the people that get it.
Hey, well, the movie Soul Food. What's Soul Food about? Soul Food is about family coming together over food. What is the drama about? Big Mama. What Big Mama was? Apple feet. Yeah, it says says, let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion and our lot is this. So what the elite have been able to do is they've been able to put their blessing of the sword and temple and everything, they've been able to leave tokens of their power everywhere, right? And when you go deeper into tokens, right? When you go a little bit deeper, it says a token in the etymology is, it says to show, explain, to teach, or a symbol or a sign, right? It says to pronounce solemnly. So they leave signs of their power structure everywhere. Okay?
Well, it says in Psalms that when the rich basically got to leave their name everywhere. So how do they read? So they'll have all these different cities and states, named after themselves, these automobiles. I seen somebody even on TikTok, they was like, yo, the system is designed to oppress you. They call it lands after their own name. These universities, a lot of these things work on universities and education centers. They're really creating witchcraft. Absolutely. A lot of the curriculum. A lot of that curriculum is white supremacy. A lot of the original text of those books, they revise the text a lot of times for these different colleges and things of that nature. But the original, if you go back to the original text, it was created for white supremacy.
Yeah.
A lot of that curriculum that Jake's learned, that's why Jake be so cool now. A lot of the curriculum that Jake you can't tell them that.
Hey, a simple one is the police force. The police force was an institution that was created based off of white supremacy. It was this, the slave patrol, right? But then they created a system, and now you have Jake within that system, and Jake behaves just like the people that are in the that created the system.
Yeah, they worse.
They worse because it's a system. It was a system that was created.
And see, Jake don't understand how they subconsciously manipulate. When they had them niggas that killed that other Jake, they was saying something on audio like, oh, I can't wait to get a nigga up. I forgot what they said, but it was sounding like some white supremacists. But it's niggas. Right. But what was they were saying something crazy on the audio though. Yeah. But that's just like you said. So Esau's just like a lion. A lion will spray their pheromones or their pee, but that's a sign to mark the territory. Esau's territorial marks is all over America. That's why the Lord has to burn this place. Cleanse the land. But you continue on.
Okay, cool. So now this is going in the token of what we just talked about with that witchcraft, right? And a lot of as far as America is concerned, the witchcraft, the Western world's witchcraft is known as wicked. This is why you have these Atl Camp, anti-LaVey churches everywhere. Your Alpha fight is known as wicked. Okay? So, and what the strongest powers of wicked is sex.
And they call what they encapsulate a lot of that as is the dark arts. That's another.
The dark arts.
So it's just the arts fights or the craft.
The black magic. So it says,
And you're either the manipulator or the manipulator. Like you have producers and consumers. Producers are pretty much the ones that create. Consumers are the ones that gobble it up.
what do they say? You got people that fuck you over, and you got people that get fucked.
Yeah.
And the system is fucking the people over. Because it all goes back to this witchcraft and this sex magic. Ritual. And that's why everybody is chasing out the money. Because the bank is fucked over.
So that's why Esau worships the Venus, because it's all about that. But like you just said, they create a system that's predicated and built upon sorcery and dark arts.
But if I may add to you, bro, real witches know that the highest form of witchcraft is through sex. That's the highest form. It's not through potions. It's through actual sexual encounter. Because you can actually invoke evil spirits in that act.
The highest level of you can produce another spirit is through
it's still sex. So when you look at a lot of these witch doctors and these voodoo women, a lot of their practices come through them actually making somebody perform a sexual act so that their magic can work.
A lot of them are
Make people fall in love with you. Yeah, take this and then go lay down with that man. That's why adultery is a form of witchcraft. Adultery is it's a form of witchcraft. Because notice those people that commit adultery, you know, it's like a devious, sneaky, low-level energy that comes with it that you get off on of sneaking and doing it. That's sex magic.
Sex magic.
Well, sneaky link.
Well, sneaky link. That's the main phrase nowadays.
Yeah,
Fucking sneaky.
it's-
But you,
Sneaky link.
that term is basically another term for adultery. Yep, it's a sneaky link. You're not supposed to be doing it.
Right, it's a taboo.
So it says, other traditions wear robes with cords tied around the waist or even normal street clothes. In certain traditions, ritualized sex magic is performed in the form of the great rite, whereby
Said the great white, right?
the great rite, like ritual,
Yeah,
great
RIT.
ritual, whereby a high
But
priest,
that's why you have corporations like Rite Aid,
yeah, Rite Aid, yeah,
RIT. It's not RIGHT. It's not WRITE. Because they write prescriptions, but why are they just Rite Aid? It's RITE, short for rituals. And Rite Aid is its own potions. You know, you go to these different pharmaceutical centers. And Esau got them all over the. It was a time where you didn't have these pharmaceutical centers. And it's certain pharmacy locations that have pharmakeia on it. Pharmakeia. I've seen certain places like that. So Esau is heavily into those that witchcraft. But you got it.
So it says, in certain traditions, ritualized sex magic is performed in the form of the great rite or ritual, whereby a high priest invoke the god and goddess to possess them, perform sexual intercourse to raise magical energy for use of spell work, which would be like Astro or Ishtar,
Ishtar, yeah.
Il-Nana, or that city girl spirit. That's why it's all about dotting around the city. It
So
says,
they follow a lot of these. Like if you go to the CEOs of a lot of these corporations, like they say BT is not black owned. You know, when you go into the high up of these corporations, a lot of those corporate managers be homosexuals and they deal with transgenderism. You know, they have a lot of, like you had Epstein Island, right? Epstein Island, everybody know about Jeffrey Epstein, and he got locked up, and he allegedly, which we know not to be true, but allegedly he killed himself and hung himself or whatnot within his holding cell. But they actually disclosed all the individuals that went to Epstein Island, and it's a lot of people's favorite celebrities, man.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Majority of the
The
celebrities.
majority, yeah.
Yep, majority. And these ain't no low level, you know,
one of the
B-list,
A-listers. That's what they do.
A-listers. Yep.
A-listers.
The A.
And they don't have an option.
They don't have options.
They will actually, they're mandated to go to Epstein Islands and partake in pedophilia and homosexuality and adultery.
To get their sex magic on.
And blood, you know, they do blood sex too.
Blood sex.
That's another form of sex magic is blood sex. Not to get too graphic out here, but they do it. That's why the laws tell you not to deal with a woman when she's on a rag.
Yeah.
Because you put the spirits, it's freaking spirits that come behind this stuff, man. That's why you ain't supposed to deal with another man's woman.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's spirits behind that crap.
Because you can put your vibration, your spirit on that woman.
Yep.
So that's because it gets deep.
Well, that's
right?
why that's why a lot of times when Jake is dealing with a woman,
Get deep.
she be all green and talking a certain way, you know, giggling. But after a while, she get all masculine and talking crazy too. By that time, she pretty probably committed adultery already. She got another man vibration on her. Got that Bucky energy, you know. Cause what? If she's like I say, if she's detracting from you, then that means she's attracted to somebody else, man. But you got it, bro. And then on top of that too, a lot of those when they have children abductions, children abductions like here in Atlanta. Atlanta's supposed to be a major hub, which it is a major hub. And then you'll see all these different faces. They'll have a child drug, child bus, where all these individuals were, what do they call them? No, they call them individuals that have to take children from one place to another.
Sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking, excuse me, that's it. So they'll have these different sex trafficking buses, and you'll just see us a lot of low-level devils. But they're employed. These ain't nothing but employees that's being used as a face to actually push these children from one direction to the next. They're not the ones that's over the actual corporation. Like you have these drug, and they just had this, I don't know if brothers seen this video, we're gonna go back to it. But they just had this drug, major drug bust. It was a 19-year-old girl. This girl had like $700,000 worth of heroin.
Oh, you talking about
The girl was 19. So they'll use these different individuals, these little low-level spirits, to actually push immense amount of witchcraft, but they're just being the ones that's on the driver's seat.
Yeah.
They don't actually,
They tell them, just do this and we'll give you $1,000. You just do this and then that'll be, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But you got it.
All right, so it says, in nearly all cases, right, back on the sex magic, it is instead performed in token, thereby merely symbolically using a thing to symbolize the penis and the chalice to symbolize the womb. And when you look in the scriptures, what does it say about women? They're snares and nets,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
And when you look into the money system and all of that, they got that weaving web, because it's all about getting men to chase money like they chase women. Because what comes with women? Oh, you gotta support me. Oh, so you need money. All that goes hand in hand.
You gotta take care of the demon.
Yeah, you gotta take care of the demon. So you're entrapped in chasing the web of the woman, her snares and nets, to get after what? To get after her thoughts. And what does that do? That keeps you in the system that Esau has set up and keeping you in debt.
But that's why Jacob say what? Don't even, another alternative instead of chasing women is just chase the money, because the women, what's stronger than women? Money. A lot of times, it's a vibration, but a lot of times,
It goes hand
most
in hand.
people are controlled and manipulated by, like you just said, money. The control, which is pretty much direct control of the system. But you have one of the elites said, give me control of the.
M. Shell Bauer.
How did he say it?
He said, "Give me control over a nation's wealth, and I care not who makes its laws."
Yeah, see, give me control over a nation's wealth. Because when you have control over the money, you can employ women. Next thing you know, you can manipulate the men. That's how the system is manipulated. That's the manipulation tactics of Esau. Then you have control over the policy. Then you have, you know what I'm saying? It all ties into it together, and that's what we always generalize it as the system. Like on the Matrix, they kept talking about the system, the system, the system. Which the word system, apostles always going to, is the pit. There's so much stuff that's in a pit. Because it's deep.
So what the scripture
It's
says
not-
that
That's the system.
The pit, that's the system. Right? And then, like you mentioned, the Matrix. The main distraction in the Matrix is the woman in the red dress.
Red dress.
Which is what? The philosophy of this
Philosophy
world.
of it.
That's
Right? So whether it's a physical woman or it's a spiritual woman, being attracted to the system gets you away from the Heavenly Father. We're all about to
I got a quick precept for you. Isaiah 47:12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Yeah, so the Lord is basically using that as a, not necessarily a taunting proverb, but speaking, to a certain degree. Yes, hold it down. Stay in your realm.
Yeah,
Mocking.
he's being very facetious right
Facetious,
now.
yeah.
Towards the virgin daughter. When you read the first verse of this particular chapter, it's going into the virgin daughter of Babylon. When you read down, Babylon the Great was known for their what? Enchantments.
Yeah, enchantments.
That's why they was known of the excellency of the Chaldees, the glory of kingdoms.
Glory of kingdoms.
What was one thing that the Chaldees specialized in when you go into the actual secular history was they prospered in technological development of cities.
Yeah.
Okay, the Chaldees. That was a sect of of Neo-Babylon, not ancient Babylon, but Neo-Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. They had the Chaldees, which were Assyrians. Okay? When you go into the actual Chaldees, who they were the descendants of the Assyrians. Okay? And if I may say, the scriptures talking about the virgin daughter of Babylon, which now is America, which have pretty much recycled all of those deities into this kingdom. That's why they're known for their witchcraft. That's why it says, stand now in the multitude of thine enchantments, which thou hast labored from thy youth. Meaning when this place was originally erected, okay? When America was originally erected, it was established under the Illuminated ones. You got, look at Washington, D.C. Look at the layout of Washington, D.C., the road system.
A lot of it was Masons, French Orient Masons.
Yeah, French Orient, Jesuits. You look at the street layout, it's all kind of Mason compasses. You got the Molech up there. You got the Arsean Eye on the grid. You got the
Pentagrams.
The monument, the Washington Monument, which is nothing but a phallic symbol. Yeah, the Empire State Building, the Congress Building. You got big Abraham Lincoln sitting up there chilling. Martin Luther King, fat lip somewhere around there. Okay, those are all the enchantments.
Well, those are the tokens. Those are the
Exactly.
tokens. Those are the tokens that they leave. That's why they put up. Because remember, token is a symbol. It's a sign of their power.
Yo,
But where does Esau get his power from? These talismans, whether it's money, whether it's statues, all that invokes the power of their God, which is joy to them.
Evil demons. Well, that's why in the law, priest, you were not supposed to make any graven images.
Yeah.
Because when you look at graven images, they invoke evil fucking spirits. Okay? If you ever seen a statue, if you ever been around like an actual graven statue, and you get up close on, you like, yeah, this shit feel kind of spooky.
Yes. Hey, that I'm not putting in the group. You know that little statue with the buck head.
Oh yeah.
What do the
First Plaza?
Far Road. By the library.
Yeah, by the library, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that's my first time seeing it. I was like, oh shit, what the
Right there by
I was like,
Roswell.
you could feel it was like it was a negative. I was like, I gotta
Get the hell away from it.
I tried to take a picture of it.
Because evil spirits are attracted to actual graven images. That's why we're not supposed to make those graven images. And that's a form of their enchantments. When you go into the inner cities of Babylon, it's graven images all over this guy.
Everywhere.
That's why
Everywhere.
everybody, the first thing that happens to people when they really start to wake up, look at the sign on McDonald's. Look at the Coca-Cola symbol.
Right.
Look at this.
Exactly.
Look at Citibank. Look at these different banking symbols. Everybody see
Starbucks.
symbols everywhere. I remember I first started working there. I was telling my brother, I was like, y'all don't wear no symbol. It's witchcraft.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To this day, I like wearing plain t-shirts.
Well, yeah, me too. And to be honest, in ancient Israel, we just had the symbols that we had was representations of our which is signs and tokens. So Esau has signs and tokens that he goes by, but it's on the left hand side.
That's right.
Whether it's the Baphomet, they put Baphi all over the place. You know, they put these symbols all over the place, and your children wear them. You know, your children are most attracted to them.
Yes.
You know, they watch these television shows on Cartoon Network and you know, Disney Channel, and it's full of witchcraft. Even now, I remember, Cigar one know when we first started waking up to the truth, we would go back and we would look at all the little hitting symbols in Nickelodeon or in Cartoon Network, and it'd be phallic symbol. You might see an image, but it's like 2 or 3 images in one.
Yeah.
That's how witchcraft.
Well,
is.
hey,
Disney symbol and all of that.
hey, what they do is I used to look at some of the research on how they draw cartoons, and they'll actually start off drawing some of these cartoons with the phallic symbol. So the phallic symbol will be the base of it, and then they'll draw everything else around it.
Well, you know, when we first started, if y'all brothers that was in art class and y'all remember, whenever you would draw, they would give you a whole nother image, and they would either tell you to erase it or to connect it a certain way to act. But we never. I used to just draw from scratch. If I see an image, I would just draw it. But Esau, how he draws, he does it in I don't know if it's like lateral points. He'll do it, but like you just said, they'll start off with an image, and then they'll start erasing parts of it, and then they'll just start to to build upon it.
Yeah.
But that's how that witchcraft works, man. If you got some more that's on one, that's
But the times when I read, was it Isaiah 47?
Yeah, come on.
I don't know, was basically most how basically mocking we saw, standing with those champions. This is Isaiah 19 and 14, but I'm reading in the in the NLT. It says Isaiah 19:14, it says NLT, the Lord has sent a spirit of foolishness on them, so all their suggestions are wrong. They cause Egypt, they cause Egypt to stagger like a drunk in his vomit.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens when you deal with witchcraft. Eventually, it fails. No witch has ever lived a prosperous life to where they say this is the way, the truth, and the light. Eventually, they crumble. Okay? Every last single one of them. No witch has had a lifestyle where they actually can say this is the way to do it, man.
Right.
Okay? Because the Lord is going to bring destruction upon all witches, warlocks, and sorcerers.
Yeah, all witches had unsuccessful campaigns.
Yep.
Now it was successful in wickedness, but they didn't really put a positive vibration and actually develop the world in righteousness.
Yeah, you would usually hear that she done went crazy, or this lady been going cuckoo.
Yeah.
But when she was young, she probably was beautiful, got into the works or something. Or even old white women are like that. Old white men, whoever deal with it, they end up being bugged out at the end.
They usually be up by themselves.
Yep, and they witchcraft, they probably passed their witchcraft on to another young duckling. And he keep it alive or whatever. But for the most part, the Lord don't deal with witches. The Lord said, "I'm something not how a witch is good." Now, America is the pot. This is the cause of the witch, man. The mother of harlots, Babylon the Great, was mixing this motherfucking pot.
Yes, and what Esau had done alternatively is he put witches at the top. See, most societies, they would ban witches, they would outcast witches, and they would kill witches.
That's why you go on a witch hunt.
That's why you would go on a witch
You ever
hunt.
heard of a witch hunt?
The Salem witch trials and all that.
They didn't play that shit.
Because they knew that they was, like I said before, they was entering into dark arts, and they were bending the concepts of life as people knew it. They were, like I said, you would have a man and a woman, and the woman wants to actually have power over her man, rather, she wants to be empowered over him, so she'll go to the witch, and the witch will say, put this in his food. Say this 2-3 times, and do a stump in a, a clap.
Right.
You do that 3 times a week and go to the fort. I've heard of stories of individuals that tap into roots.
Right.
That'll actually go into a court. It ain't gonna go too far into it. But she basically won the case. One lady, she was kind of like an auntie of mine, but she won the case. By getting into that witchcraft. She went to what they call like roots business.
Yeah, if I may add, one thing about witches is in their youth, they're very beautiful.
They be fine as hell.
They're very beautiful. Like you look at the Erica Badu.
See on Instagram.
It's a bunch of women on witchcraft that's on like Instagram and social media. They be bad. They be bad. And then as they get older, they start to deteriorate. I got a quick scripture real quick if I may. Revelation 17:4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. You go to the old witch lady, she usually have like a little small bottle of a potion, some type of cup that she's mixing up, for somebody else. You hear the pot bursting, smoke bubbles popping up, it's bubbling up. Then she dip the little thing in there and give the little tincture to whomever needs it. Like Snow White from 7 York. That witch, the whole time that old witch is looking to get that beauty back. That's what they try to do. They try to get that young beauty back.
That's why they
Snow White shit.
I was gonna say that's why they engage in so many things like Botox,
Exactly.
and body enhancement and body
Surgery.
modification surgery.
That's witchcraft.
On the top witches is Madonna.
Yep.
She's on the top. That's why she's a witch.
Yep.
Madonna is on the top. She got the children. Middle Eastern baby.
Angelina Jolie too.
Shit, Oprah.
Oh no, you're talking about
On Mad Max.
I know who you're talking about. The woman,
She
yeah.
adopted a bunch of black babies, turned them into faggots. You know, but that goes to show you, it tells you that America was decked in all kind of purple, scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones. So this is a beautiful place to look upon. Witchcraft looks like a beautiful thing on the outside looking in. You have no understanding. People are like, wow, this really works. Because it looks holistic.
it's right there in the moment.
Right.
In the moment, it gives you immediate results.
Right.
Right? But long term, you start to see what happens. You start to wear off.
They don't consider the latter
The
end.
energy that they're doing it is in the energy of Satan. Now you can deal with the herbs. You can put actual herbs in your food, but you gotta be in the name of Yahweh Shai. That's the difference from a witch and a physician.
Yeah, the thing is, we're
The intent.
to one side and the right hand side works a little bit slower, but it's way more effective.
Yes.
Witchcraft expands,
But it's destructive.
but it's very destructive.
Yeah, let me finish this up real quick. Verse 5, Revelation 17 and 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Now, witches are known as what? Abominations, yes? Okay? It's an abominable thing to be a witch, or a warlock, or a wizard, or a sorcerer. And a lot of you guys are products of witchcraft and you don't even really realize it. You just little Chinese tinctures. Okay, that you've been scooped out the bottle. Right, and sit there, yeah, you're just a little ginseng bubble pop. Okay? That's all you are. You don't even know. They don't even know they under a spell. Okay? Because this place, America, this place deals with divinations, man. This place deals with subconscious plays in witchcraft, man. All right? And a lot of you people don't even realize it. Those binge watching, that's witchcraft.
Hey, I got.
That's witchcraft. You sit up there binging all goddamn day. That's witchcraft. You don't know what the hell you put in your mind. Just sitting around watching something all goddamn day. Hey, in your phone all goddamn day. That's witchcraft, man. And then you go out into the earth like and you a straight up weirdo. Socially awkward, catatonic state. Okay? You catatonic, the lights is on, but then nobody's at home.
You talk to them, they ain't got no time. Even if you putting all these vibrations in you've been binge watching them, watch all these episodes, all this romance comedy, but you just ain't got no type of vibration.
Exactly.
It's sucking the vibration out of you.
Mass protection. Like a genius. But then when it comes down to verbal interactions, you have a disconnect. That's because you under witchcraft, man. That's why the scripture said that. Babylon is great, the mother of harlots. All right? This place is full. This is a filthy altar for Satan, man. That's why the Lord is condemning it with the prophets. Okay?
I got a precept. This is Job 20 and 5. It says, the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
Read that again. Read it louder.
This is Job 20 and 5. It says, the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Yeah, the triumph of the wicked. Who is the wicked? When we go to Malachi, the first chapter, is known as Esau, Edom, so-called white race. You are the wicked according to the Bible. All right? And the Lord said, your triumphing means your prevailing or your victory is short-lived. We're sick of it. We're sick and tired of you. We got to wake up every day in a fucking virtual reality game. We're pretty much in the PlayStation.
We MCs, man.
Yeah, we in the fucking PlayStation. Yeah, we got to blow the game. You got to bring the game from the top of your fucking forehead. So put it in work. We in the game system, man. Okay? And we sick of it, man. All right?
Every day you gotta turn this phone down. And just to lose.
Losing every goddamn day, man. It ain't no fun out here, man. Okay?
Esau turned paradise into a living hell. Because this world was supposed to be a game of pleasure, man.
Yep.
When the Lord created man, 6,000 years. 6,000 years from the divine beings that the Most High ever created, the angels accompanied by the Son, the second best architect in the universe. You know, he's the master architect, but his only begotten Son. They created the world in 6,000 years. And every time the Most High looked down and said, "Oh, that's perfect.
It's good.
It's good.
Yep.
I can't, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much a touch of me. That's a touch of me. How he created the lakes, the waters, the lagoons, the top, everything that was created, the bodies of land, the animals, everything was perfect.
Good.
It was of the most divine science.
Yep.
And Esau turned everything into a living hell. When the Lord looks down, he be furious, man.
Yeah, this is basically Twisted Metal. You know that game? Twisted Metal. This is basically what we're living in.
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, twisted society. With rogue vehicles, you know, people over there crashing into each other.
It's just tearing everything up.
That's what we're living in. We're living in a demonic simulation. And we need Yahweh Bashim Shah to free us of sorcery, the bondage of this witchcraft, because we're all products of witchcraft anyway.
Yeah.
Some of us are born on defiled beds. Yeah. Not all, but some. Okay? Your mother wasn't, some of our mothers wasn't pure virgins when they had us. All right?
Oh, somebody did a study. You know, Esau be doing this high research, man. It be these devils doing research on some shit that you ain't never even thought could be research.
Right.
But they was doing research on the womb and the connection to reality when it starts to develop. They'll pretty much say that your vibration was already jacked up by just default because of how you long and how everything is in your genetics. The genetics already come out pretty much inefficient, you know, because your body is, you know, when you're cracked, like I tell you, in Psalm 51st chapter, and seeing that my mother conceived me, that's a vibration. When your body is actually going through those rituals of being constructed, hormones, fear, all those different things are being planted, and it starts with your mother. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the root source. That's why it's such a sensitive time, and really women would be disconnected to this reality when they would go through the different, you know, periods. But what you have? You have your mom in the goddamn in the warehouse. Here it is. You got a woman that's pregnant. She's 7 months in the warehouse, and she's committed adultery.
Yeah.
You see? So like you just said, you know, products of that. That's
The
why-
curses. That's Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. You'll be subject unto this wickedness until the Lord come back and deliver us. Okay? That's why I say you shall go to the heathen for one of all things. Alright? You shall be the tail, they shall be the head. We're dealing with the curse. But the Lord set up over us a wizard, man. A fucking warlock. Yeah, man. Yeah, that wizard of power.
Zoran.
This is Nahum chapter 3,
Verse 5.
verse 4. Because of the multitude of the ordinance of the welfare of all
Yeah, miracle. Multitude of the orders. And like the adultery in the water, that's witchcraft, man. Okay? That's why the scripture says what? Eyelids. That's witchcraft. Those big old eyelids that come, brothers. That's witchcraft, man. You make up this witchcraft. Eve is witchcraft. They make you think that they look like a certain type of way, but they really ugly. They destroy it.
Social media is witchcraft. You get with these chicks, and I'm probably one of those chicks that some chicks on social media. But there's one chick, right? I was following her, looking at her. This chick fine as all hell. She did a video of look at the chicks that you like the most on social media. Let them do a makeup tutorial to show their real face. You be like, oh hell no.
Yep.
This chick don't look half as bad as she doing her pics.
They decompress, they take the weave out, take the makeup off, and then they will somehow magically reverse their surgery. You will see who they really are, man.
And then too, if you notice, when they start putting on all that cake up and all that stuff, they start taking on the personification of that demon that they just put on.
Exactly. Yep, they start to become something that they really not. So that's how you know that the multitudes of whoredom, meaning all this witchcraft going on in America, go ahead, bro.
It says, favorite harlot,
Yep, America, go ahead.
the mistress of witchcraft.
Yeah, the what?
The mistress of witchcraft.
The mistress of witchcraft, man. You should be in complete vexation living here in America, man. Complete vexation. Every day you wake up, it's a fight. Hell, you get to a certain point, you don't even know if you're gonna wake the fuck up. Because you pump full of genetically modified organisms. All right? You're full of hormones, radiation, subconscious demonism, sugar. Yeah, the vibrations of the music. Oh, even this bastard tongue.
Yeah.
Everything is degenerate, man.
This tongue is killing us.
Everything, everybody knows that the American language vibrates the lowest.
Yeah.
Okay? People try to say, yeah, you know, the British so we suppress. We under this shit, man, every day. Okay? There has to be a level of freaking vexation. If you living in America or you in the truth, and you ain't dealing with some type of vexation, man, you gotta check yourself, man. Okay?
Yeah, this
Ain't no way in hell you supposed to be comfortable in a pool full of witchcraft. You supposed to feel dirty, man. Like, yo, why am I around these fucking people?
Scripture says what filthy rags do.
Exactly. But no, but not even saying that. But just I'm saying to the point to where if you in this place and you don't feel filthy, you gotta check yourself. Okay? Because yeah, we are filthy rags, bro. Alright? But if you don't feel, hey man, yo, this place right here will run you to the ground. Okay?
Yeah. Hey.
You gotta have a level of like disgust towards America or you're gonna become these people, man.
Hey,
It's
it's
like a
more,
criminal.
it's more like when the brothers say filthy rags. Yeah, it says our righteousness is as filthy rags, but we live in a disgusting cesspool. You know what I'm saying? If you compare that to a sewer.
Yeah, because nothing you can deal with in a society is purity.
Uh-huh.
In the ancient world, what you would touch is pure. It would be first-hand food that would be plucked off the trees from your farm. The food that you eat is coming all the way fucking 10 states away. You know, they'll fail probably 17 different times, and you've eaten the spray with all kinds of genetic chemicals.
Right.
The woman you dealt with 30 men. Oh my God. You from all kinds of men inside of her, and you got to put yourself inside of that, to produce something. Everything in this place is just corrupt. That's what the Lord said in Micah 2:10. This ain't it. It's not our place. It's our
Ezekiel 24 and 6. It says, wherefore, thus saith the Lord power, go to the bloody city, to the pot, where scum is
Yeah. Hey, if I may say, I'm saying go to the bloody city to whom the pot and scum is therein. Now the brother just read Nahum the 3rd chapter, right? Read the first verse of Nahum the 3rd chapter about the Messiah. Let's go link up right with what the elder just read. Okay? This place is full of blood. Now what is used when you want to perform witchcraft? What is the main source of they use blood, man. They use blood, man. They drink it. They write the picture. Life is in the blood. They sacrifice. They use the pentagram. They write it with blood. So this is a bloody city. In order for this place to be as wicked as it is, there had to be bloodshed here, man.
But to establish America, it had to be established under blood.
You know what they was doing with Jake's blood? You don't even want to know that. You don't want to know that. Okay? They probably got that documented somewhere else. Read that from the top. I'll pop the shot.
That's why they say a lot of these cities in America is cursed, man. I've lived in neighborhoods where they say Native Americans actually under the,
I remember. I remember about 2015. I was going to this church. It was the Church of Christ, and there was this dude named Connor, right? And he decided on one day that he wanted to swim in the lake before his friends got there. Or he ended up drowning within like 5 minutes of getting into the lake. I just say it to say because they say that lake is just haunted. You know what I'm saying?
They agreed, one to the city.
Yep.
It was all for the guys,
Yep.
the robbery,
Yep.
the Craig departed not.
That's right. America. So
Ezekiel 24:6 again. Wherefore, thus saith the Lord power, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein.
yeah, that sentiment is being reiterated. Woe to the bloody city. Okay? America. A lot of you people don't even realize where you living at, man. Okay? This shit is grimy, man. This shit is a big old ass blood pool, man. Okay? And you just here walking around as if nothing has happened over here, man. See, when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua open up that judgment on America, you won't realize that you've been in a wicked, filthy place, man.
You got these CEOs of these companies. They're more grimy than the street niggas ever could be.
Absolutely.
You know,
The original street nigga.
50 Cent has said that the worst individuals you deal with is the suit and tie Edomites.
Yep.
You know, because they done stole millions, man.
He said they steal from you right in your face with no emotion.
Yeah.
So they don't put a gun to your head. They don't do none of that. They take from your pockets right in your face with no emotion. You can't do it. Okay, so this place right here is
Damn.
wickedness and filth.
They got the best lawyers.
Yep.
Which lawyers and attorneys are master manipulators of witches. Where an attorney is to be an attorney. They know that. They don't know that being represented is scamming, is doing fraudulent things. They'll tell them, like, yeah, I stole 45 million from so-and-so, I just stole this. And they'll pay some of the best attorneys, and attorneys know how to change the whole spectrum. And then with those attorneys, they can do, they'll find out. System or whatnot when they go to court, and then they'll use that to pretty much exploit the situation, for lack of a better term, and they'll have the whole table turned for the deceiver to actually win, man. So he don't have to pay back all the different, amount of money that he actually stole, but the individuals they got, stole from, they pretty much are at a loss. That's how that witchcraft works. You just had that one Jake that they got sentenced for 400 years for that robbery. Y'all just seen that? They said Jake got damn near sentenced for like 400 years for like a robbery.
I seen that, yeah.
He just got out.
He was the getaway driver.
Yeah. He's a getaway driver.
400 years.
He sold it.
Unjust judge.
And according to the law, you're supposed to restore. Now, say for instance you rob somebody for $300. All right, that means you will have to restore that man's goods, $300 worth of labor, or $300 out of your personal merchandise to actually restore that. You can restore that. 400 years for stealing?
Come on.
That's wicked as hell.
That shit wicked as shit, man. Hey, but that's the unrighteous decrees that's being sent forth under the pen of America.
Yep.
They're gonna pay. They're gonna pay. It's a waiting game at this point. It's just like, when you know that you're innocent, but you still gotta wait on the verdict. But all evidence is pointing towards us being innocent in Hamashiach Yahushua, and we just gotta wait for the verdict. That's pretty much where we at right now, man. All right?
Yeah, it says, scum is therein, and whose scum is not going out of it.
Yeah, man, meaning it's here. It ain't went nowhere. They tried to clean it up a little bit. Try to knock down a lot of old slaves here, take slavery out the history books. Okay? They try to, put a little powdered sugar on America. Yeah, museums and try to rewrite history. No! Yeah, the scripture just saying the scum is still therein, nigga. Okay? You're still a nigga. Alright? You see what just happened in Mississippi? Your stench is always going to come up, no matter how much Bond 49 you put on America, no matter how much Creed, or how much, what's some other perfumes and cologne? Tom Ford. Ooh.
Shit.
No matter what you put on this filthy, nasty, stinking place, that stench, you always going to get that little whiff of
That
stench.
little whiff.
It's
gonna slither through.
you always gonna be like, oh, okay, it smell. Still got that little poop. Yeah, that little poop smell to it. The scum is still in the pot, baby. All right, you can't clean this out. Babylon the Great, under the rule of the Illuminati, the international banking families, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, all right, the Vanderbilts, the Gettys, all right?
And this place so scummy that the elites don't even live here.
Right.
They don't want to live in America.
They slumlords.
Yeah.
In other words, they like what the elder's saying. These Illuminati banking families are slumlords. They got these slums out here in the country that they built. They don't even live here.
They don't want to maintain it.
There's articles on the Warburgs. You know the Warburg family is part of the Illuminati. One of the 13 families, the Warburgs, actually purchased America for $100 billion. Okay? For a portion of America, they purchased for $100 billion. All right, you got the French families that came over here and purchased a portion of America. You got the Spaniards, the DuPonts. You got the Spanish families that came over here and purchased a portion of America over on the western coast. All right? You know, all through the deserts, the Arizonas and the Calis. Okay? But then you don't live here. So you're a slumlord, man. So that scum of your deception is still here in America, baby. All right? And whenever there's scum in a pot, it eventually gonna get clean. Somebody gonna come clean it up, and that's where the Russians come in at. That's where the Chinese come in at.
Scouring pad.
Oh yeah.
But this is hell.
Yep.
That's why in the ancient world, hell or the pit in the scriptures was Gehenna. Gehenna was the trash pit, and to rid the trash pit, you would have to set it on fire.
Right.
This is Gehenna, man.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Spiritually Gehenna.
Yep. Hell.
Hell.
I got.
That's why I said death and hell was cast into the lake of fire.
Yep.
You know, this place is gonna burn. That's the only way to cleanse the land. You know, of that, like you said, of that blood, of that filth that's in the core of America.
Yep.
You know, not it's been sinking so trash in the filth. Like Esau had these trash, these landmines and stuff out here. America's a giant landmine.
That's right.
Islands of trash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ocean.
Yep.
Oil spills.
The only thing that's gonna clean that is fire, man. It's pure fire. Okay?
I got one for you.
It says, in verse 6, it says, scum is not going out of it.
Yep.
Bring it out piece by piece.
Yep.
Let no lot fall upon it.
Yeah, bring it out piece by piece. And that's what's happening with the prophets. The prophets are just revealing the scum of America, piece by piece. All right, this brother might be doing a lesson on something he might have found.
Yeah.
Then you look over here, up in D.C., they doing a lesson. ATL doing a lesson, Mississippi doing a lesson. We on the highways and byways, bringing out this history piece by piece. This low, you have a low American, you Americans, you got a low grade history. Very low grade. It's not robust like the Spanish. You know the Spanish history, you know the Greek history. American history is very low level. You Americans are so low level, you don't even really have a dish. You don't even have a real American dish. It's a burger. A hot dog. Like, bro, I was watching this guy on TikTok. He go around the world and he eat like dishes, like the dishes.
Signature
that they
dishes.
from every country.
Mm-hmm.
America's got burgers. What is an American dish?
Right.
What is an American dish? Everything that we eat on a daily basis is really from somewhere else.
Hey.
Mexican food, inspired by. Ain't no real American dishes.
Hey, even cheese. It's an American cheese. It's a cheese product. It's not even real cheese.
That it go to show you that this place, really America killed all this fucking native dishes that they could have made there. Bison, you know, deer. Deer is not. You can't even sell deer in the store. But it's the Lord made this place full of deer.
And then I did research, just out to your point, on deer, on how to retrieve it and stuff like that. I found out a lot of rounded up deer meat has pork in it.
Wow. See?
Oh, I seen this one chick.
Nothing you can do.
This chick did a video about
Yep.
American culture. There was another white boy that jumped up on the, you know how they cut out videos and somebody ended up interrupting and speaking. He was like, sweetie, America has no history. We stole it from everybody. We stole it from the Spanish. We stole it. He said the only thing that we created was white supremacy. He said, wait, hold on. We didn't even create white supremacy. We stole it from the French.
Wow.
Everything from America is literally stolen.
Thievery.
Name something that started here that originated here.
Exactly. They pretty much destroyed all of the things that were indigenous to America. You don't destroy something. Bro, peacocks was like squirrels.
Yeah.
Peacocks was running around America like squirrels. Y'all understand what I'm saying? They said peacocks were like squirrels everywhere. Bison.
And then depending on the region, right? Depending like in the Northeast, they have different types of pigeons.
Yes.
The pigeons you see today, these are nigger pigeons. These are downgraded, low level. Pigeons are actually smart, intelligent birds.
They had carrier pigeons,
Yeah, but they killed them all.
Oh yeah.
You know? You're trying to breed them back and ground again.
It's like a video clip, it's like a time lapse in New York City. It started, it was like forest, greenery, rivers and shit. And the time lapse from the 30s, 40s, start getting industrial, toxic.
That's the scum of the world. See, when all the atrocities was being committed, it was a beautiful place. But then guess what happened? Fruit began to eventually reveal itself, man.
Yeah.
And if you could do a time lapse of America, you can see through the degradation of this landmass how wicked it's been, man. But if you go to certain parts of the ancient world, it don't look nothing like America, right? Okay? You could go over to Finland, Sweden, certain places where they didn't do certain shit like that. Guess what? It's still
Yeah.
It's just Edomites living over there, really. And a lot of those Edomites is gonna go into slavery. Okay? They just gonna get prepared for slavery. These Americans, y'all gonna get some of the worst judgment of Esau. You Americans. A lot of some Edomites ain't gonna get the judgment of the missiles. How about that? So that and now they go to show. Edomites, the Lord's hate. The Lord hates There's some Edomites living on the earth right now where the Lord ain't even gonna hit with missiles. He gonna let them, get taken in the slavery, and that women gonna get taken as concubines if they want, if the brothers want to. So this thing is getting ready to come full circle on you goddamn Americans. I'm sick of looking at you, man. Go ahead, bro.
I did a simple research. What has America given to the world? And that's all it says for the information. America has only given $51.05 million to the world. Nothing else. Just generate money.
That's America's biggest asset is debt.
The thick clay.
That's not even about
Clay.
Yep.
The scripture speaks about the thick clay in the book of what's that?
Habakkuk, second chapter. I got something.
He laid in the world with thick clay, heavy debts. Put them heavier in the pit. Congratulations, America.
I got one. This is Nahum 3:5. It says, "Behold, I am against you, saith the Lord of hosts. I will lift your skirts over your face. I will show the nations your nakedness and the kingdoms your shame."
Yeah, if you lift a skirt over someone's face, that means that you're revealing their lower extremities. Okay? Which that's known as what? Your secret area, man. Alright? Nobody's supposed to know what your private area look like except for your partner. Okay? But the Lord said he's gonna lift the skirt over your face, meaning he's gonna reveal America, man. And America's really, technically speaking, America is already pretty much 90% exposed. It ain't too much more exposure that has to happen to America. Even these people over in the Middle Eastern countries, they'll tell you what's wrong with y'all did to the black people.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that, man.
America's pretty much all exposed.
Right.
Topics can get deep. Other nations, they're going to tell you, hey, they don't like this place. They call America the Great Satan. This, that, and the third. America's exposed. But we're going to get deep and we're going to bring out the dirty secrets. Like, you know how you get into where, like, America's exposed like a news. But then you got certain people that get all the messages and they know what kind of person you are. And they can get all deep into the DMs.
Right.
That's how it is with America right now. America, you're going viral like the damn TikTok Kardashian videos.
Right.
But certain people really know, like Ray J and Kanye, how deep Kim K's
Yeah.
go. So there's certain people that really know how deep into debauchery with spiritual fornication America has gone.
Right.
Starting with the prophets.
That's right.
Well, hey, like you said about Kim K, I think Kanye did a video about Kim K. He was like, "Yo, she defecates." He said she defecates a lot, man. He was like a lot. But that's how it is with America, man. Like when you really get into it, you like, man, yo, this place ain't just, it ain't what you think, man. It's just filthy, man.
That's why the elders just read that scripture about the skunk in the pot. That's America, man. There ain't no good smelling scents coming from America. That's why when this place burns forever, it's gonna be a sweet savor to the Most High because it's gonna be sweet judgment. All right, go ahead, Josiah.
This is on the book of Obadiah in verse 6. It reads, how are the names of Esau searched out?
Yeah, how are the names of Esau searched out? All right, through what? Through the prophets.
Search the scriptures.
Okay? And that's what it's about. Put a magnifying glass on this goddamn place. They love to plaster everybody else's information out there in the media. They love to talk about Russia. They love to talk about Iran. They love a good old article about a nigga. I love a good article about a nigga. That's how good they publish niggas. I love to hear about good nigga articles. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is Hosea chapter 6, verse 5. Therefore have I used them by the prophets.
Did what?
I have used them by the prophets.
Meaning cut them by the prophets. One thing that the prophets have always specialized in every kingdom where they were raised up, was they cut those kingdoms down with the word.
That's right.
Those kingdoms could not deal with the sharp truth of the prophets.
Sharp
How
tongue
about
prophet.
Shema Shai? It was too much. That's why they had people known as the prophet killers.
Yeah.
This word is aggressive, man. This word is very, very intense when you're guilty. Okay? You feel every blade going through your energy, going through your spirit.
Hebrews 4:12.
Hebrews 4:12.
Yeah. Them divine cuts.
Divine cuts, baby. And it's all through the Lord because the Lord is without them. The Lord speaks through us. Okay? Go ahead. Finish that
Yeah,
off.
heavenly sword.
Therefore have I used them by the prophets, and slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are like the light that comes forth.
Yeah, so when the judgments start taking place here in America, it's going to shine light on what the fuck they done did. Okay? That's why I say the judgments are as the light that goes forth. See, when divine judgment happens, the first thing people are going to do is say this is happening because of what we did for slavery.
Yep.
We're getting paid back for what our ancestors did. It's a common thing that people do.
Yep.
All right? If you grew up selling dope and poisoning the community, when judgment happens to you, you already know why it's happening.
Oh, they had a thing with Alpo. When Jake got out and they killed him, everybody know where he went back to. Him doing his dirt in the streets.
Exactly. It came back.
Oh yeah.
So
Nino.
When America, a lot of these good old fashioned Edomites, they know that eventually that they're going to have to pay for what their ancestors did.
That's right.
So the judgments are the light they go for. It's going to shed light on the true reality of America. All right, so let's go back to what you
I got something.
This is Obadiah in verse 6. It reads, how are the things of Esau searched out?
Yep.
How are his hidden things sought up?
Go ahead.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the brook.
Yep.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Yeah, so what's going to end up happening is Yahweh by Shema Shai is going to bring down these devils. It's going to flatten them, man. And if you're in your right mind frame, you're supposed to want this. Okay? But a nigga live his life just to get a home and get a customized Maybach, man. That's life achievements.
Yeah.
Niggas don't want slaves. Niggas don't want livestock. Niggas don't want lakes and rivers, resources, ranges. Thank you. Niggas don't want to create a new global form of trading outside of the fucking dollar. That's fickle.
And the funny thing that you said, even like a Maybach or a luxury vehicle, they're worthless. If you really want to be technical, when it comes to vehicles, they only could get so exact. You know what I'm saying? So many trinkets could go on it. Next thing you know, you just throwing extra money just because of a status symbol.
Yeah.
When it comes to resources like thoroughbred horses, ox, all these different cows and cattle and things of that nature. That's resources or renewable elements, man. They could produce, and those not children, but y'all know what I'm saying. The offspring can produce more offspring that can feed your offspring when you have offspring.
Imagine, I mean, even on alpacas.
Oh no, a couple Issachar rights do, but not a lot.
Yeah, like certain, I mean, it's a certain business.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Mexico, Chile, down there where Natali's at, right? But I'm talking about like Jake.
Nah.
Jake don't own no alpacas.
Jake ain't even say alpaca.
You don't even, you know how much money you can make off of, because you don't own land. So you don't have
Tax write-offs.
enough money generated to be able to shear an alpaca and get pure alpaca wool and make a dapper dick. Imagine, yo, I would take, like, if I had an alpaca, I'd shear the wool, take it to Dapper Dan, right, and get a nice
Dapper D.
Right. But like Jake don't think like that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jake was conditioned to think like a slave.
Jake will go to, you know,
Worker.
somewhere and then get it. But if you were to, I'll do trade with the Chileans and Argentinians, and let's say I'm from buying an island, I'll go down to Chile, see if I can get some land down there in one of them ranges down there in the grasslands, and see if I can get a couple acres of land, get some alpacas, and then see how much it costs to get that wool shipped up here. So-called Black community.
Hey, well, you know, like the scripture says, is Israel a homeborn slave? And you got this guy, Jordan Poole, one of the top basketball players. This nigga just took Ice Spice on a $500,000 shopping spree.
That's all, man.
$500,000, you can go buy 10
Ice
fucking,
Spice.
versions from Brazil.
I
You can go buy a whole
thought from
community
Brooklyn.
of fucking women. But you gonna go get Ice Spice, man. Let's get back to the script. Because see, Jake don't know how to. That's why the world got to be reset, because the kings that's supposed to be operating the earth right now don't know how to think.
Because it's all about the mentality. You'll have even these top celebrities that Jake will love and follow, and they're all chasing after the same woman. Like he had this one rapper Jake know, his name Lil Durk, right? A lot of you know, he has a woman, she done left him, but Jake is doing everything in their means to get that one woman back. The Most High made women in abundance. Right. If you actually have a woman that actually leaves you, and you a multi-millionaire, you know what I'm saying? You have the ability to find 10,000 women that look just like that woman, man.
Jake don't got what they call it, a abundance mindset.
Jake don't have abundance or rulership mindset, king mindset. Yeah.
But see, that's America, Jake. America is nothing but a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Obadiah verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Go ahead.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee,
Yep.
and prevailed against thee.
Go ahead.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Go ahead.
There is none understanding in him.
Yep.
Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
Yeah. So the Lord is going to say what? I'm going to destroy the wise men out of Edom. Now who are the wise men of Edom? The Teemanites, which are the Germans. Okay? Those are known as the wise men. That's why everybody say get German engineering. BMW. Why you think it's so popular around Florence? The Germans made that shit popular. Okay? The Lord says he's going to destroy the wisdom from the wise man of Edom. So these Germans, man, hey, when you really think about Germany right now, you ain't really looking at Germany like that.
Nah.
You really looking at what? North Korea, China, Russia, Iran, India, okay, Japan. You ain't really thinking of Germany like, yeah, Germany's fucking shit up in the world. Okay? As far as the white countries and military, you really think about Great Britain. You know, you think about America, Russia, France. Because France, you know, France got some shit. Okay, but other than that, I mean, you ain't really looking at no white nation. People like, yo, they destroy the earth. The Germans used to be like that, man. Okay, but guess what? The Lord says he's going to destroy the wise out of Edom. All right, keep reading on that.
It says, even destroyed the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau.
Go ahead.
And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed.
Go ahead.
To the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Every one of the house of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Now, that point is reiterated 3 times in the book of Obadiah. 3 times the Lord reiterates that point, man. Okay? Because the Lord is going to make that crystal clear. That's going to be the judgment that's going to shine forth as the light. When the Lord kills everybody of the house of Edom. Thus saith the Bible. Okay? No vocab alone. This hasn't happened yet. This prophecy has not been fulfilled. And if so, you need secular history points to prove it. There must be some type of documentation that historians have gathered to show that the house of Esau was cut off by slaughter. That will not go undocumented. With such a great biblical event as such.
We're talking about a whole nation, whole race of people. Even the Mayans and Aztecs still exist. Now this civilization is gone.
Right.
But go down there to the Yucatan Peninsula. Down there towards Guerrero, Mexico. You still got the Mayans descendants down there.
Exactly.
All right? They still speak the Mayan language. Okay? But the whole race of people is not gone.
Right.
So where is Esau, Edom? Where did they go? Okay? Yeah, you still travel the country. You're going to that region. But where are the people?
That's like killing every ant in an ant bed. You know how hard that is?
Hell yeah.
So you mean to tell me you could just kill a whole nation of people? It'd be Edomites scattered amongst Jakes. The slaughtering of Esau is going to come through divine intervention. Not through just some type of fucking avalanche. You know, a volcano eruption. When did this happen, vocab alone? Speak about it, man.
What skirmish?
He can't do it.
Happened? Slaughter the Edomites.
Exactly. Yes, yeah, that's the key word, slaughter.
Slaughter.
Because it's going to say about slaughter. He's going to slaughter them, man.
Okay, we got to explain Esau's done away with since wise invention and end time prophecy.
Right. And the end hasn't been fulfilled yet.
Hey, because Jacob
Make it make sense.
Let's say the people were these the JJs, small heads. Okay, that's Jacob, right? Let's say the small heads after Jacob. Where's Esau? Because Jacob has to work with Esau. So what skirmish happened between the small heads and Esau? What war? What was the Jewish Edomite wars that happened going into 1948?
Right.
What skirmish happened?
And then for you to say that the Edomites were already eradicated, that means that you would have to know who the Edomites are. So who were they? What did they call themselves by? And then, not even in just biblical history, some type of historian would have documented such an event.
Yeah.
Okay? Native American history has been documented. The Mongolian history has been documented.
Right.
Okay? The Indian history over in India has been documented. So if this has happened, some historian would have documented such an event, and we would know what race of people they were. So therefore, we conclude that the Edomites are still thriving and running the earth. Because why the scriptures tell you in the Apocrypha that Jacob is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of Salaki. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed him. All right? And that hasn't happened yet. Esau's still in power. Okay, go ahead.
Now this is Isaiah 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for their iniquity of their fathers.
Yeah, prepare slaughter for the children for the iniquity of thy fathers, man. All right, what the forefathers of the white people have done is going to be paid back by slaughter. All right, the Lord is going to slaughter you, goats, hillbillies, man. Okay, for what your forefathers did. And technically speaking, you are your forefathers. Okay, coming back to reincarnation, everything is being done properly in the spirit to where you fucking Edomites that's on the earth now. You were the ones that was putting Jacob in hardcore bondage. You were the ones that was sailing across the Atlantic and throwing Jakes off the ship. You, the ones that's out here right now in your prime, maybe in your 20s, maybe your teens, your 30s, 40s. That's you, man. Okay? A lot of these party-going Edomites, they were the ones that was getting all the benefits from what you did.
That's why they can party now.
Right.
Because generations later, they come back partying based off of the work, off of the labor that their forefathers put in the Jacob back then.
Yep.
So now they're coming back now. They don't have to put the labor, they don't have to whip Jacob.
Yeah.
They did it already.
They basically coming
Now
back
they coming
inheriting
back,
their money.
Yeah, inheriting their money.
That they got from Jacob. When they put their ass in slavery, they just coming back into their own money that they set themselves up.
Yeah, and a lot of these Edomites, they're doing these family, looking up their family line.
Yeah.
They're looking up their last names and they're going back, especially like these families in Virginia,
Yeah.
or these families in the mid-south to down this way, southeast. A lot of these Edomite families are finding out that their family are slaves.
You want to switch? I just had to put my pants on.
We got to switch.
Sure.
And they're benefiting in some way, shape, or form off of the fact that they can go to college, do certain things based off of the fact that their families were a part of family lives that own slaves.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 14, going back to 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for their iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yeah, because if Esau's not taken down, they're going to continue to build these cities. They don't plan on stopping the building of these cities. They're trying to bring about a new world order. And when bringing about that new world order is going to come with what's called smart cities. Okay? I was just about to say that. Which we can speak on that. Those 15-minute cities, which Cleveland is going to be like a ground for a 15-minute city, where basically everything is going to be presented through convenience. That's all a 15-minute city is, where you can get to all of your necessities and resources within 15 minutes or less.
Right outside Atlanta, P2 Corners is one of the forerunner cities for basically like turning itself into like a smart city. Now I haven't heard anything about it converting into a 15-minute city, but it is one of the forerunner smart cities here in Atlanta. Even Keisha had mentioned that. She was one of the mayors, and one of the mayors in the country. I think it was like 8 mayors. A few mayors in the country were a part of this, I forget the name of it, but basically this program initiative to advance certain cities. I think one was in California, one was here, not sure if I was maybe one of the North Chicago, right? That's why she was invited to go into the White House and be a part of Biden. Yeah, because there's actually plans for Atlanta and other cities to advance. That's smart.
And those 15 cities, they're only going to be accessible by those that it ain't just going to be no nigga that's going to be able to enjoy those conveniences. It's going to be those that are in compliance. Okay, and what compliances are going to have to be met? MOTB. But there's going to be other forerunners that's going to actually be laid out so that when the MOTB is presented, it's not going to be hard to transition over to it. Okay, so like you just said, the QR systems, you're going to have to, you're pretty much going to have to be digital. In other words, you're going to have to deal with tap. You ain't going to be able to deal with no cash transactions. Now we see what's happening in the global schematics right now is bank failures. And they're still happening. Don't think that it's not. It's still happening. All right. These banks are dropping like fucking flies. Okay? But that's because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is setting Esau up for his final hoorah, the MOTV. We can't wait for him. We can't wait. We want Esau to implement the chip. Because we know that that's got to happen for us to get to the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Okay, so do it. That's only one step closer for us getting out of this terrible flesh, sickly flesh. This flesh is weighing us down. You feeling sick unto death. Your energy levels is all discombobulated. You don't know if you're gonna wake up the next goddamn morning. Your eyes is all red. You looking tired. Bags under your eyes. Skin dry. Dehydrated. Okay? Fight demons all goddamn night. You don't look how you want to look. You all in the mirror watching yourself deteriorate. Hair ain't growing back in certain spots. You losing your vigor. We ready for that shit to be over with. Alright, we need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to come back and restore us. So we need, roll out them 15-minute cities, man.
Yeah.
Roll them bitches out.
Roll out a 10-minute cities.
Yeah, make that motherfucker a 5-minute city, man. We'll be alright, man. We'll just sit. We'll be in tough times, man. We'll send prayers up. And the Lord to take care of us, man. Maybe one of us will hit the lottery and hook the camps up. Or the Lord just send us, a good blessing. We'll be alright. We sick of this goddamn place, man.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
I'm tired of feeling like I'm gonna drop dead. Okay? We're tired of the flesh having a mind of his own.
Sick and tired of being sick and
We're
tired.
trying to live a life where we don't have to fight our flesh. What fun is it when you gotta fight your flesh? So you gotta fight your thoughts.
Resist your will.
Come on, man. We need out.
Resist your inner vigor.
Get my ass kicked with my own head.
Man. We need out of this place, man. But we understand that the race is not given to the swift. So therefore we must endure to the end, man. Okay?
This is real quick, Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
Yeah, all the day that devour thee. We were devoured. These people on this side, even if we don't even got to talk about the Negroes. We don't got to talk about the Negroes. We don't even got to talk about the Native Americans. We can talk about what happened during the Panama Canal, the Panama Deception. We can talk about what happened down there in Chile. What happened down there in Brazil with the Portuguese. All right, we can talk about some shit, man.
Jungle of Colombia, a lot of Spaniards came in there and they was calling Amazonian children and women off into slavery.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, you can take it away from the black tribe.
You can go into the Portuguese slave trade. All right? You can go into a lot of things, man. But the people that devoured us, man, eventually the Lord won't get them. And look, please, go ahead, just crash the banks. What the fuck else you trying to do? Okay? Not trying to force the hand of the Lord, but look, you're talking to Edomites. What the fuck are you doing? You already you didn't hit everything you can hit. You got all the money, you got all the resources. What are you doing?
All in space. You got space.
You got to get space Force.
NATO's getting the space force, right?
Do it, man.
Come on, man.
Just do it. Come down on Jake. Shut something down. It's been what? The last greatest big event in America was fucking 2001. Are you kidding me?
Right. You 20 plus years overdue.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
22 years?
Do something.
Do something, man.
Say, bring the ruckus.
Bring it. Bring the problems to this place, man. You devils. Okay? So the Lord can, when the Lord start moving this thing, you gotta move with it.
Hey, Psalms the 50th chapter says that.
Yep, somebody hold that for the elders. Psalms the 50th chapter. I'll get it.
I got something real quick.
I'll finish this
Yeah,
out.
let them read.
It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries. What's another word for adversary?
Enemy.
Satan. And who's the chief?
Amalek. Edomite, yeah.
Every one of them shall go into captivity.
Right.
born of them shall go into captivity.
That's right.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee
Shall be a
will
prey.
I give. So when did the small hats take the Edomites into captivity? When did Jacob put the Edomites into captivity? Because they're over there on the land, referring to Isaiah the 2nd chapter, right? Isn't that supposed to be them going back to the land? And you know, and we're supposed to be the Goyim and all of that. But where are the Edomites? Because the Edomites, let's go to say they're going to be done away with, right? Devoured and all of that. But where have they been taken into captivity?
Right.
Where is that fulfillment of that prophecy at?
Right. Nice.
Okay?
Go ahead, what's like?
No. Because see, the thing is, this influence of Esau is in the earth. Saint Adam's day, right? Where is that? Where is that? There should be no Saint Adam's day because the Edomites, according to vocab alone, should be done away with.
Right. Look what it means.
Right.
Oh yeah, because they ain't doing nothing but
Following the women.
following the
And they lead them niggas into a path of destruction.
If that sign said one way to hell, that's exactly where they all be going.
Yep. Just gone, man. Jacob's gone, man.
But why is that? Why? Because Esau did it first. The adversaries of Jacob, Jacob all so-called black men, alright? We're the ones that are being devoured. And Esau, Edom, the adversaries, which is the chief adversary, the chief Satan, or as Persia, Iran calls America the great Satan, they still exist.
And those Persians know they went to war with Esau. The Persians were taken down by the Greeks. Before they were known as the Greeks, the Persians knew that they were the Edomites, the Idumeans. So the Persians know that. That's why they don't fuck with them. It's in their history books. They know that the actual Greek were the Edomites, man. I talked to a Persian guy before about this. He knew the first four kings of Persia and everything. Xerxes, Spartacus, he knew them. He was like, how the fuck you know that? Okay? He knew that they were the actual Idumeans. Okay? He said, he pronounced it Idumeans. Okay? Yeah, Idumeans. They know that. Because why? Because they went to war with them. So they know that they're still in the earth. It's part of their history. They wasn't so you gotta remember when Persia was going at it with the Greeks, they weren't calling themselves fucking Greeks.
Right.
They weren't the Greeks yet.
Right.
Okay? Remember they were the Macedonians. But we know that when you read in the book of Esther, the Macedonians can be tied to who? The Agag. And Agag was an Edomite. That's who was supposed to be taken down by Saul. Okay, Agag. Hagag. Okay? So the Persians know that crap. You read, what's that, First Maccabees, the 5th chapter.
Well, I was just about to say that. Yeah. Tell you, First Maccabees 5 or 6. Say, children of Israel or Idumeans.
Yep.
Because that chapter speaks about the Greeks. So
Because
why would they tie that,
yeah, because when it was actually happening,
Right.
they were establishing Greece, but they weren't always being called Greeks.
Right.
Sometimes they were just being called Idumeans.
They weren't Greeks yet because the original Medes, okay, the original Medes go back to Jaffa, go back to Javan, which is where you get Greek from. Javan, Medai, okay. Who else? Name the people of the different islands.
Talking about Magog.
Meshach,
True ball.
those are all the divisions going into Genesis the 10th chapter.
Yep.
Okay? But you had the different sons of Japheth. Madai, okay? Which that's where you get Darius the Mede from, which goes into the Greeks, the hours of the Greeks, the hours of the Gentiles, okay?
Yeah, the hour of Crete.
Yeah,
Cretians, you know. So when we dissect history, historical events, we know how to tie in modern names of nations to ancient names of the nations, because we know how to deal with history. We know the development of it. When the people was first landing in America,
They weren't called Americans. Yeah.
They wasn't calling themselves that. America really wasn't even established like that to 1776.
76. Yeah, to the Constitution.
I can't remember what they were calling themselves, but they wasn't really calling themselves Americans like that.
Well, they were number one, going back to that time,
You had the colonies.
The 13 colonies, yeah.
Why do you like they mention them like black colonizers? Because that's what they would do. They would go into a country, set up a garrison, right? They would either do trade or war, but they were what colonizers. They weren't being called whatever the country was.
Right, when we
It wasn't established.
had to get established.
If we go back to 1700, you can't call them the Pilgrims.
Right.
You can't call them, you know, you might mention a territory of Boston or something like that. You might mention, you know, but when it comes down to just being called America, it didn't exist.
They wasn't even called Americans.
Right.
Okay? It was a term, man. I can't remember what they was calling themselves before the independence.
They might tell
But when they were under the Brits, they wasn't calling themselves Americans.
Right, he might tell you, well, I'm a citizen of Weymouth, Britain.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was something else. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Lord willing, I'll do a lesson on it. But it was the same, just making that same parallel, then back up to Greece, making the same parallel to what was going on in Greece. They were really being known as the Idumeans. That's why you had Antipater, the Idumean. Okay? Then when you read the book of Isaiah 34, which speaks about the Lord shall come down upon Idumea. You know, those were the Septuagint. Those were the Greek scholars that put that word Idumean in the Old Testament. The Edom. They were really known as the Edomites, man. That was a term that was already established in the Bible. Okay, the Edomites, because we had went to war with the Edomites during the book of the Kings. So we already knew who the Edomites were. But as far as the Greeks, those were more Japhetic names. And it wasn't even really Greek. That's why scholars can't really tell you what Greek means. There's no real formal definition of the word Greek. If you look up what does Greek mean, it's not going to have a definition because historians don't know how to actually give it a definition. They just say it goes back to one of the sons of Japheth, which is Japheth. Okay?
That's why there's a portion of Israelites that so white man in Japheth. They don't understand. They think he was always there, and that was his history.
Now, you gotta go deeper.
You gotta go deeper.
They go deeper.
Yeah, and when you go into the New Testament, what does it say? It says Hellenic or Hellenistas.
Hellenistas.
Okay? It goes into different languages. Greek, all that's different. Greek. Okay? They won't call themselves Greek. Now they might call themselves Hellenic or Hellenistas. You might find that word.
Yeah.
But even going even deeper than that. Okay?
They started to call themselves those terms after Greek was being established. Just as people started calling themselves Americans after America was being established. Okay? When California was established. California always been California. But when it was began to be established, that's when they started to call themselves Californians or Georgians. Okay? New York, you know how it is, New Yorkers. But before those land masses are here, but they have been established first. So it's the same thing with Greece. So then, because it wasn't established, those people were already here. But those land masses wasn't established yet, but they still had a name. The Edomites.
Right.
That's what the Lord is getting ready to come back and get at. The Edomites, man. No matter where they live at. Okay? You can live in goddamn Sweet Home, Alabama. You can live in the Scandinavian Peninsula. You can live in fucking Greece right now. You can live in Russia. You can live in Tokyo. You can be like, you know what, I'm going to be a foreign exchange student to get away from racist American racism. I hate racism. I need communism. I need, democracy. I'm going to go and learn the Chinese language. And I'm going to go and move to China. The Lord's still going to get your ass. The Lord going to get every last single one of you Edomites, man. Every last single one. It ain't just gonna be no Edomite out here that just got away from slavery in the cut, chilling somewhere in the woods with a hut, building. You know how they build those but no, those Indian guys that be in the woods making shit out of pools and shit. You ain't gonna be doing that. The Lord gonna get every last one of you Edomites.
I got something too.
Okay. Right. Yep. Go ahead, Zakari.
The second Ezra 16, starting at verse 2.
Bring it out.
Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair.
Yeah, baby. Cloths of sack represents the time of mourning. Gird up, baby. We had to. That was our prophecy. They shall what? They shall prophesy in sackcloth for 2,300 2,300 603 score days, something like that. All right. So now it's your time to put the sackcloth on, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
It reads verse 2: Bewail your children and be sorry.
Yeah, be sorry, man. You Edomites should feel fucking sorry. You should feel sorry. But you even thinking that you have to dedicate a month to the people you oppress, that alone should make you feel like shit. We're gonna dedicate 1 month to black people. You should feel sorry for that crap. Go ahead, bro.
For your destruction is at hand.
It's that what?
Your destruction is at hand.
The time is not, man. Go ahead.
A sword is in upon you.
Yep.
And who may turn it back?
Yeah, who's gonna turn that sword back when that big old mighty arm from the Russians let it loose? The Lord building up a good old bicep from the Russians. Okay, a good old.
That Arm and Hammer.
Mighty archer. Who shall turn back the arrows that is shot from a mighty archer? See, you thought you was gonna get away with this, man. All because now you doing TikTok challenges with niggas. No, that ain't enough. That ain't enough to heal the wounds of the blacks. What about these guys that's still in prison right now, unjustifiably, that got to spend the rest of their life in the jail cell? Wrongfully accused. What about all these different lynchings that happened throughout the South, the Bible Belt states, that went unaccounted for? You just buried them in the woods, and they just went missing.
Well, the one that's still going on, the one that said the spine that God was head chopped off.
Yes, the spine was severed.
The spine was severed and shit.
Yeah.
That's still going on.
Yeah, they said he texted his mother because he got into it with his boss. And my man texted his mom saying my life is in danger, and he just disappeared.
Yep, and then somebody said they caught him on a deer camera.
Trail cam, yeah.
Running through the woods, butt naked. Say he was running through the woods, butt naked, looking behind, trying to see somebody, because somebody was chasing. They was probably hunting. They probably put him
It made a hunt.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just enough for you.
Somebody got the
that's
date.
what the fuck on there.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, verse 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Yep.
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
Go ahead.
Plagues are sent among you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Yeah, nobody's going to drive the plagues that's coming to America away. You're going to deal with it. And all of your pride and glory, you're going to deal with it. Go ahead.
David, if I may add,
Yep.
that's a good one. So, that's really what it's talking about. And he wants to be able to put that fire on.
Right.
You can't stop it. Constant,
Engine number 9.
Oh yeah, like they had the protesters France, Spain, and whatnot, and you'll see the riots, and you'll see fires, cars being lit up. That's all America's gonna go up in flames. Before the nuclear missiles drop, it's still gonna go up in flames.
It's still going to be chaotic out
A
here.
lot of these buildings are gonna be burnt up. A lot of these individuals that whether it's state senators and mayors and things of that nature, they're gonna be publicly lynched. Both sides gonna jack this place up.
Gonna fuck this place up right Rightfully so. All right, go ahead, Al.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 6. May any man drop away a hungry lion in the wood?
No, go ahead.
Or may any one push the fire up in the stubble
No, go ahead.
when it had begun to burn? Verse 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
Go ahead.
The mighty Lord sent of the plagues.
Yep.
And who is he that can drive them away?
Yeah, who is he that can drive them away? No one. Okay, not even the angels can drive the plagues away. Right. Nobody can drive the plagues away when the Lord sends them. They're divine. All right? And this place needs a good old cleansing, a good old fashioned cleansing.
That's right.
I remember, man, when we first started coming out here, America wasn't as bad as it is now. You know, we were still pretty much on flip phones. You know, we still, if we wanted to get on the internet, we pretty much either had to go to the library, or you had to, you know, see if you ain't have a computer, you had to go to your homeboy house. I'm telling you, you couldn't just get on the fucking internet.
Oh, it's your TV monitor. Yeah, AOL dial-up.
Right, yes. Yeah. I remember when you had to actually cut the internet on. Yep.
America Online.
AOL. You couldn't just open the computer and then click the internet and it just boom. You're ready to roll. No. You had to cut the box on. And then you had to wait for a dial-up.
Yeah. Bang, bang, bang.
You had to you had to reset it a couple of times. You had to unplug it. You know, you couldn't just get on the internet. And this was like what, 10, 11, 12 years ago. We wasn't recording off the cell phones. We really didn't start doing this till what, 2017, 2016, 2017.
But remember, we used to have the. I remember. You couldn't do both.
Hey, when I first came into camp, I was told one. You remember that?
So, if your mom and dad had to use the phone, you had to unplug it from the modem, plug it back into the phone.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? Or you have
That's
to wait
right.
till they get off the phone.
Yep.
But like, Mama, you done using the phone?
Oh yeah, you
And
plug
then
it
you
back.
plug it back into the modem.
Hey, they said 90, I think 90 to 95% of Americans don't have a household. At all. You see how oblivious things can become in such a short time? Not oblivious, like you're obsolete. You see how obsolete things can become in such a short time? All right? So that go to show you that the end is speeding up.
Well, you got a lot of kids that don't even remember the CDs, they think about that stuff in like the 70s.
Hey, I remember the floppy disk. Y'all remember the floppy disk? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but look at it now. Yeah. Everything is right here. Only thing you need to do is go to your phone provider and say, hey, I just need 20 more gigabytes.
Paying $2 for extra 20 gigabytes.
This ain't real. This right here helps destroy the world.
Yeah.
This right here helps destroy it.
It helped move it along fast.
It helps move it along faster. It destroy the actual human interaction. People don't savor anything anymore. Nothing is enjoyed.
That's little energy box.
I mean, nothing, bro. Just a simple car ride. You know, you remember how fun it used to be to ride in the car and you look at nature and, you smell the air. And just, now, you can't even enjoy it. You don't even enjoy food. You eat and then you eat this.
Well, you eat and just before you can't even eat without taking a picture of it.
Right.
You gotta take a picture of the food before you eat it.
So the point that we're making is we need this to happen so that we can actually enjoy the creation again. That's why it's called a creation. You enjoy what's created. When you create a meal, you don't create a meal for nobody to just fuck over it. You create a meal so you want to see people enjoy your food.
That's right.
You might invent something, right? for people to just throw it out in the middle of the street. So people can enjoy it. This is the greatest creation. The earth. This is the greatest creation. Nothing can top it. But it's not being enjoyed. It's not being cherished. It's not being savored. So the Lord got to do what? He got to build up artificial intelligence to destroy it so we can get back to natural enjoyment of the earth, man. Under the true power of God.
This is 2 Corinthians 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent. They shall not return again. Brother Rick.
Yep.
Until they come upon the earth.
Yep.
The fire is kindled and should not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Beautiful, till it consumed the foundation of the earth. Now, when it talks of what this is going into, it's going into certain parts of the earth.
Yeah.
Because the whole earth in general is not going to be destroyed.
Right.
Okay? But certain parts of the earth and the foundation thereof is going to be removed.
Well, the foundation of society is going to be destroyed by this nuclear fire.
That's right.
How the earth moves around this modern world
Yep.
through the internet and technology, what we were just saying, language and Esau's
Economy.
power structure and
Yep.
economy, that's going to be destroyed by these fires. That's going to destroy all these different cities, these different countries.
Right.
There's not going to be no military missile defense system, right? Like I mentioned in the second chapter.
Right.
It's not going to be put out because you're not going to be able, like you said, one shall not trust another.
Right.
Not one missile sent out, anti-defense missile sent out to destroy the different ICBM missiles. It's not going to happen. So the
Right.
fire is not going to stop. That match is going to hit that kindle, and it's going to spark up and it's going to consume.
And it's not going to, it's going to burn for a long time.
Burn for a long time.
Look at the World Trade Center. That wasn't even a bomb. And look how that joint smoke. That joint smoke for like a month. Imagine what the nuclear missiles are. Imagine what the missiles are using.
My parents drove down there to see it. It seemed like all this smoke. Like,
Still smoking.
still smoking.
Months later. So imagine when all those missiles hit America. It's going to be a continual smoke. And that's what we need. So Lord willing, that was the Atl Camp. Close it out. Giving all praises, all glory and honor to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Pakwadash.
the